Hope everybody's doing all right. So I don't know where my camera is, so I can't use my tracker. Also, hello, chick. Anybody else in chat? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm eating raspberries right now, so. I don't remember where we left off. I think we're in the middle of an investigation. So we found out how he escaped was with Trucy's mannequin guy, Mr. Hat. And that now Phoenix Wright is a dad. But I don't remember what we're missing to... Let's try this anyways. Present day. I'll be taking my leave now. Still have some work to do back at the office. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later then. Yeah, 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if I'll get any customers tonight. Ahem. Do you know who I am? Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. I'm just kidding, I don't do requests. Oh, a different sort of request. You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I have heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true. And this is... friend of yours? Don't mind me. I'm just your friendly neighborhood newsman. He will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists. And I'm number 2. I play piano. Well, sort of. Actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started. I don't remember. But I'm good. Real good. It didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want a real game. That guy's never lost. They're just readjusting. Oh, man. Oh, chords are all tangled. Alright. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory. They come to watch me play cards. Is this a CD poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes. There's no money involved. But real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes. But before we go... Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith. Oh, and I'm Brushel. Spark Brushel, news reporter. Oh, I'm... No. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still don't know who I am? Have we met? Ah. Today in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I'm talking about this. Oof. Mr. Enigmar. The defendant's escaped. Find him quick. Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On the double, you must not be allowed to escape. You can't be, but you're... Zach Gramarye? Yes, the reincarnation of the act of the century. Today I only have an audience of one. You. Zach Gramarye, this must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. You there. Da? We will play soon. Ready the room. Da, I will be preparing the hideout for you. Are you really him? The Zach Gramarye? Now I am Shady Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? In exactly 3 days from now, it will be 7. I caused you so much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Juicy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude. But you have it. This is why I have come. That and to settle a matter of cards. Oh, what you mean poker? Those eyes. He's serious. I despise losing above all else. And so I have decided that I will win tonight, no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type, and they're dangerous. Everything is about the competition. All else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk, before we play. I know you have much to ask me. And you. Meaning of competition. We competed that day 7 years ago, too. Ah, yes. You must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue. 2. 1. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. You chose your defense attorneys by playing poker. Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do. Kirsi's power? Kirsi, she's in a class of her own. For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borscht Bowl Club. And I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals. Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon. Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic. But those of Trucy's line possess far greater skill. Line? Recall you were the second man to whom I've lost. Magnifique Gramarye. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you call it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Gramarye blood or something? Blood. Shit. I am sorry, but it is not something told lightly to outsiders. And it is nothing you need to know at this time. Some kind of Gramarye secret then? Fine. I'll just pull it right out of you. She's 15 this year? She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know? I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? I just ate a whole thing of raspberries. For that I must apologize. However, I could not be found the guilty that day. Because of this. This? A transferal of rights. You see the signature? A transferal. That's Magnifique Gramarye's signature, isn't it? I hereby give all rights to the secret staging and performance of my magic. The recipient named below. The recipient's name is you. Zach Gramarye. Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has been clearly ripped out. It just so happens I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Wait, let me see that. How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifique gave it to me that night. Could have told me this earlier, like 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. The greatest of Magnifique Gramarye's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I have risked all to come here tonight. Russell? Sir. Ah, here you go. What's this? A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But I'm not a lawyer anymore. I need a public notary, besides. I may not look it, but I'm a certified notary. You are? By day, I wear a notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also by day, I wear a reporter's glasses and notarize. I take off the glasses. No, I can't see very well. Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight. Oh shit. Ah. I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said. Precisely. There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, it would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all of their possessions. Exactly. Which is why I am here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say I am securing my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Hold on. Didn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnific Gramarye. However, this was done in secret, without witnesses. Before Magnifique died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Gramarye, and Valent Gramarye. Not Trucy. I see, so you need to do this, so you do need this document. I have known Brushel since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. Now only three know of my rebirth. I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background. I found you had no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point. I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is still a mystery. Let's see if I can crack anything. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she can see right into people's minds. First time I saw her do it, it blew mine. And after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you. Hey, gotta use the resources at hand, I always say. Yet, I myself have no such power. But Trucy does. Excuse me, why is that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother? Thalassa Gramarye? I will not speak of that. Thalassa is officially missing, correct? And I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. This? The 3 of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind the fame. One that not many know. Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. To you and Valent, Grammary's bullets. It was an accident. It wasn't me. How could I shoot my dear Thalassa? I'm sure Valent would say the same thing. Why, it's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you. Her eyes. I loved Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She is dead. And Magnifi Grammary has joined her. So the only one with her power left now is Trucy? Mr. Zack? I do not know. I don't need any power to see through that one, buddy. So there is someone else. Someone other than Trucy. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power. How would I know? My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else with the power, and I know who. Would it be Apollo? Because he can do that, the perceive? This boy? His name is, I forget, something weird. Who could he be? An attorney. Attorney? I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So what are we to make of this? Oh, great ex-attorney. You can show me pictures of strange boys. Well, I don't like that. But you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. It might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring. She's not wearing the bracelet. A ring. Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just happen to have evidence showing this missing link. Fuck. Wait. Fuck, I need the bracelet. Fuck. I can't. What evidence did I just get? Transfer of rights. Hmm. I'm just skipping ahead because we've read this several times. Fuck. The last one was at the greatest risk being shot. Reva's memory is still locked up. There's one thing you're failing to address. What's that? They say our troop was a world unto itself. Our leader, Magnifi, was so inclined he could hide anything he wished with ease. Oh, Mr. Wright. Then he would have hit a crime, making him an accomplice. That a great foundation for blackmail. Balance got a point. One of the troops members died in an accident and Magnifi covered it up. His innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? So close, there has to be something. What how Bloss's death would affect Zack and Valent's relationship with Magnifi? I see it in your eyes. You still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? Prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely. I don't know why evidence going backwards would, like, do something. Oh, fuck. Any more of this is something is gonna give. Time to cool off a bit and rethink what I'm doing. Can I present people? No. But Trucy's locket might. This person in the photo is Trucy's mother? How did you come by this? Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone. Then it is so. Huh? She's gone. What more is there to say? Lots? I know. Whoa, you're still here? According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother, Magnifi Grammary's only daughter, end quote. What? Magnifi's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zack? Brushel, you say too much. What? Why am I the bad guy? Why? Zack decked him. In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over. The loss of Grammary. She's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather me some more evidence, clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition? Final? Why? As you set out, I have come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? That is a fucking hard hit. It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago, we played. 7 years ago, I lost. I already lost to Magnifi. I do not care to lose to another. I have heard that you never lose. It's just a rumor. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose. Unless one has an ace up one's sleeve. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation. I think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes. I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up? That was that. This is this. My final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy is beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards. Brushel, you may leave. Ah, but it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop. I punch and I punch, but still it is not enough. I just remembered a future, prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen. Oh, and nice meeting you, Piano Man. Then let us begin. Dealer? You will be witness to our competition. It is honor for me. Why haven't I seen her around here before? That reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. You do not seem to notice me, however. Gavin. I believe was his name. You know him? After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this. But I didn't unlock the thing. The Grammary power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Brucey's mother. I needed to meet that reporter again, that was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zack began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. The name Zach Grammar knew. But how? And why? Can I access this? Okay. Solitary cell 13. Let me guess we're visiting dumbass in jail. Well. Isn't this an unexpected surprise? Hello, little chick. Oh, wait. What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right? You look well, Phoenix, right? You too, Gavin. Life has been full of surprises, for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zach Grammar. You know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. But you say Smith was Zach? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I'm an evil human being. Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You recall that case 7 years ago? Ah yes, the trial where Zach Grammar pulled the famous Vanishing Act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position after all. For 7 years we've been friends. And yet I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me then as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game. Zach Grammary mentioned your name, Gavin. Excuse me. Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. You did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. Cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No, Zach Grammary. Hello, Zog. How's it going? Oh, shit. Black Cyclops. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? I mean, I think Phoenix has seen him once before. I think. I'm a mess. I woke up an hour ago. Right now it's 1 a.m. Shit. Have you had any breakfast or anything? Get yourself a glass of water and something to eat. That's not dead fish. Something wrong, right? No. It's nothing. You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life has to be taken easy, you know? He's doing his nails. That envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. And they eat fish? Alright. Well, they eat breakfast fish. Oop. The fuck? Oh, why is autoplay on? You get mail in here? Here in jail? That I do. Though they read it first, apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages in the light card are a different matter, however. Looks like sneaking a peek is out of the question. You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say? One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First rate in all things, except nothing less. It certainly does look like a first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. I think what's-her-face was using it. Vera Mission was using it. To trust his client quite a lot, in fact. Because I gave you a stamp? No, that's not why. Hey, listen to me. It's my problem. Problem that keeps her inside all the time? Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I have to do was use a good luck charm. Good luck charm that your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? This was what they gave you, wasn't it? Ah. The same bottle's over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? So I'm not sure how this works with the fucking evidence going backwards in time. I heard once. Cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power. Ah, of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting any more on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one that asked you to do this job. Was this the client? Excuse me. This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Christoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually. I promised. I promised not to tell. Yeah, recovered health. I'm sorry. I can't talk about the client. I promise. If I break my promise, the spell won't work. I don't need a name anymore. I've got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm, then. I think they might be the devil. Isn't that what she said before she almost died before? Huh? Or maybe an angel. What do you mean? I saw it. Or I think I saw it when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face. Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's? No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile. Where'd you see this devil then? It was so quick. I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm. I'm not sure what this devil she saw was. But it's pretty clear that Christoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now. I am sorry for what happened. If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Gramery. Did I do something bad? What makes you think that? Your eyes. They're sad. Very sad. I'll put on my smile next time I come. Promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera. Oh, okay. Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. I think I might have enough. You still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? Prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hand so completely. With herself. It's gonna take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zach's wife tied both of your hands. And this information proves why Magnify held so much power over you. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zach Gramarye's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnify Gramarye's only daughter. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnify's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident. Yeah, full health. There's no proof. None at all. But Thalassa went missing. And your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troop Gramarye? The master Magnify Gramarye, his only daughter, and his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident. But that is all it was. An accident. Zach and Valen's tour de force. The guns ablaze, the bullets fly straight towards that beautiful body on stage. And then crash, zing, pow, everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. And tragedy. But as for whose bolt stole Thalassa's life, we shall never know the answer. Thalassa disappeared from our lives, and Zach was bereft of his wife. Trucy lost her mother, and Magnify his daughter. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It is all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. Why did Magnify Gramarye try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is, it was a critical time for Troop Gramarye. Passing of the torch from Magnify to Zach and Valent. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. Thalassa's death was their greatest sacrifice of all, yet, even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zach, found we could no longer oppose Magnify's wishes. Magnify forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see. I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? Huh? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing. Then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads? Things were dark behind the scenes in Troop Gramarye, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? He was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnify's slayer, I should think. True. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing quite persistently. A reporter? He called himself a newsman at the time. Often I spied him lurking about the dressing room doing his research. Would you happen to remember his name? What was his name? Sorry, I have forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zach. I liked him not. I see. His name I do not recall, but a scent, a cloying aroma of mint. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Grammary, and I began to realize what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned. The newsman. I never learned who that was at the time. Got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and the sickly sweet smell of mint. That last floss-thin thread connecting Zach Grammary to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. Okay, so the past is all done. Oh, hello, Elohim. Present day Drew Studio. Well, 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 what do we have here? Remember me? Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote. Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Mishram was poisoned and his daughters... Oh yes, I know. Oh how I know, yes. It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he'd tracked down case just a little quicker, end quote. Were you on the trail of this case the whole time? Zach Grammary was a good friend. Zach said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club. What a character. What a man. If a little... No, a lot. No, extremely rough around the edges. You think I could ask you a few questions? Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not other way around, end quote. Fine, shoot. I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately. It was tragic what happened to Drew Mishram and his daughter. Forgery is a serious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though? Don't you? Yes. A forged diary page. The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Mishram I hadn't known. What's that? You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years. Walls have ears, potatoes have eyes, end quote. Being watched? You mean he felt guilty? No, I'm not talking about feelings here. You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on the back of neck, breaks out, end quote. Because you felt guilty? Why would I feel guilty? felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what that all means. True Mission felt like he was being watched. And you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves? Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he was being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Grammar got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from that courtroom. Then for 7 years he talks to no one. Not a soul. Then just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then he dies. Starting to put the pieces together, are we? And you were being watched this whole time? Maybe not just me. Maybe you were too. Me? I met Zach through that case, actually. You mean the shooting of Magnifi Grammary? No, before that. It's not widely known. You mean the accident? During the quick draw shoot-'em practice? My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. Valiant Grammary did mention one particularly nosy reporter. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifi Grammary at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Thalassa, was it? Really? Then Thalassa disappeared. Quite suddenly at that. Magnifi wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah. My evil habit got the better of me. Journalists catch a sense of a scoop, who goes on feeding frenzy. End quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Thalassa's husband, see? Zach Grammary. Something strange was in the air over that troop Grammary in those days. The whole screwy mentor-controlling disciple scene started by then, I'm guessing. Thalassa. She was part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me. Off the record. Sorry. I don't know. Anyway. I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he'd punch me once or twice, or 5 times. But over time, he came to see me as his confidant. He's been waiting this whole time. 7 years, eh? Waiting? For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifi miracle. Of course, it was all a dream. Because of this. The performance rights. In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zack and Valent? So Valent waited until Zack died, legally at least. The time finally comes, and Valent's like a kid on Christmas morning. He's getting ready for his show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know. If that document sees the legal light of day, it's gonna put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Valiant Grammary. Lost out to his partner at work, and in love too. Love? It's the same old story, really. 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. What has 3 sides and all of them pointy? A love triangle. Excuse me. It is pretty classic. When you're a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing. In the middle of all this, Thalassa has Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about this Thalassa. Mr. Brushel, do you know who this person? Do I know that person? Of course. I was friends with Zach, after all. He hit me a few times. 5 times, actually. But still, I'd never forgotten his wife. Lassa Grammary. Magnifi Grammary's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not? Oh. So, Thalassa married Zach and had Trucy, see? It was her second marriage, actually. I mean, she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. Apparently he died during some gig. Tragic, really. They'd only been married only 1 year. I didn't know. But she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know? She's got Apollo's bracelets. I've known Trucy since she was a little thing, too. She's got the better deal, really. She's got you for family, after all. What do you mean? Just reminiscing, you know? Thalassa has another child besides Trucy, end quote. What? But Trucy said she was an only child. Ah, yes. This one she had with her previous husband. Her previous husband? Her first husband who died during a performance? Yep. They had themselves a kid. Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. Thalassa had another child? Do you think I could borrow that photo? Objecting this is SpongeBob as a man. How's it going, Rowdy? Welcome to the bonfire. Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know? I won't need this locket anymore. Better return it to Trucy before I forget. Happy to be burning in this hell? Are you good? Or do you mean this game? People and events all get tangled together and get bigger and bigger. Don't you think? I was too busy wondering about Biggerer to listen to what you were saying. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think. He does have a nice theme, I will agree. Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next. Next, you say? I'm not the one who will close the curtains on this little play. Are you winning, son? I'm alright. Did you see the theme of the new final season, Vimo? God, this amaretto sour is just fucking hitting today. Tastes so good. I think it's like Chinese mythology themed. Dragons and shit. They posted in the Discord. I'm not the one who would close the curtains on this little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore. Magnify. I was just wondering what Magnify would think of all this. What do you mean? Cool, I won't feel bad skipping then. People have been calling for medieval for so long. Why does Embark not give a fucking damn? Seriously. No balances, no reworks. His theme is called Eccentric 2007. No, I'd say. It's eccentric. I think this game came out in 2007 initially. What do you mean? Haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power. Mean how I can't lie to Trucy? It was the same with Magnify. And with his daughter, Thalassa. It's a strange thing. You think it's some grammary gene? Magnify told me once, back when Zack married Thalassa. He said Zack had good eyes. Like, not good like a Grammary's eyes. Not that good. Eccentric journalist research. End quote. I wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Grammarly secret was? Maybe nobody, now that Zack's gone. Zack Grammarly. Poker. That would be fun to play. The plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Grammarly fabric and grew, swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the Grammarly's power. A power which passed from Magnify Grammarly to Thalassa to the next generation. And I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. Alright, we're almost done. 3 left. Alright, let's see if this works. Alright, let's skip ahead. Wait, what was this one? Hello, Bob. Bob, I might be playing some Elite Dangerous later if you want in. I just want to finish up the investigation part of this game. I can help you get back to All and maybe set you up with a new ship. I would suggest doing more trees. If you can get to at least like 75 or 50, I think you're at 75. If you can get to like 50%, you should be golden. Get yourself a bunch of extra money, and then when we can kit you out with a ship when we go guardianing. Maybe even enough for 2 ships if you're up for it. What's with the Asgore rotoscope thing in the bottom left? Okay, so I normally have a 3D model, but I don't know where my camera. I think I know where my camera is. Shit. I will be right back. Give me a quick second, guys. I'll still be here. But Bob made that. I found it. Okay, give me a second, guys.
Always pleased to meet new friends.
Hold on a second. Yes, you did. You unlocked one of my Cyclops. Good job, Rowdy. Proud of you. Also, thank you so much for coming up on Fire, buddy. I appreciate it. Also, congrats on the 3 streak, Bob. Let me see if I can open up my tracker here. You know what, Rowdy? Go get yourself a Magatama on Etsy or something. You deserve it today. 'And a nice pat on the back. You are absolutely right. Eight Cyclops, Jesus, dude. Anyways, hello? This is my actual model. I also need to readjust my camera, but I'll do that later. He is real! The one final is real! I'm sorry for making that joke. Put it back. Fuck you, Bob. Fuck you. Oh, I know that, Rowdy. It is a good movie. I agree. Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second. How did you know this? Her first husband. He died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us Grammaries as a guest in our show. I mean, Bob, you're more. Anybody's more than welcome to make memes and shit with my model, as long as any consent or any like inclusive like with other people or anything is done by both parties' consent. So like no shipping or anything unless people like. I personally am against like shipping, but I'm not gonna give like 2 hoots and a holler if somebody decides to go off and do something, unless it's like very fucked up with like somebody very close to me, for example. That and nothing that would get me in hot water to put it bluntly. So like, no, so like, this is evidence that Final does cocaine on stream. You know? What if it put you on the ship? And what if that ship was the Meloman? Fuck, I know the song, I don't remember the lyrics. God damn it. Sugar and tea and rum and something like that. Yeah. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troop for a while. And you say she had a child then? I have a photograph of her here. I couldn't help notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Totally will not have a specific reason why you're the best to draw. Is it because I am one color? Or I guess two colors of the same color. Green and dark green. Those bracelets stand out. They are a Gramarye family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. One, maybe. Basically the Omnitrix color palette. I guess, yeah. Maybe less grays. What? So, that's why. Why what, Mr. Zach? I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. They gave it to this boy. Her son. Shit. Sorry, I'm just popping my neck. This strange power, I myself do not know from where it comes. Yet the fact is that it passed down the Gramarye line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Thalassa, once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? If she were to face a person, and they become tense even slightly. So Apollo is a Gramarye? Yes, apparently so. Then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. So she could see it. Not quite. This is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realize that she was subconsciously detecting this tension. Without the use of a particular object. Or, in her case, objects. Objects? Wait. Were they something she wore? Yes. Her bracelets. I admit the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. But what kind of power could a bracelet have? I have made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Oh shit. Well, I hardly need to tell you. I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two are brother and sister, yes. And the brother too has his power of theirs. So Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what will become of that. Mr. Wright. Tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. Yeah, so Trucy and Apollo are brother and sister, but not by full blood. Only by their mother. I would not see her live her life without knowing. Understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I am in your debt. Once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all of this got to be so messed up. Trying to make a too happy playlist. Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something? Yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of the wearer's wrist. And the sensors do something with the power? What have I told you? Your Gramarye power reacts to tension in others. When a Gramarye senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translates into minute contraction of the muscles. So minute, they cannot sense it on their own. The muscles? Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. With the bracelet on, one can sense these contractions. Because a bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Precisely. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. Imagine you're in an exam and suddenly you just feel like an intense, pain in your wrist and your entire hand turns blue from it being so tight. I believe I understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? I guess that sounds simple enough. You cut off. Yeah, exactly. Try writing the test now, dumbass. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped if they focus. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. Faintest twitch of the face, and the meaning that lies behind it. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may become distracted. So basically, what you're saying is, the Gramaryes can see really well? For them, seeing is more than believing. It is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus. Things are starting to come into focus for me too. Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time. But what if someone could tell you when to focus? Or something. Precisely. Oh wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You were talking about poker, yes? Timing of when to focus is so elementary. She probably does it without thinking. I doubt Trucy herself has realized this. And that is all I know of things Gramarye. Thank you, Mr. Zack. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? I've said so much. Let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night. That night? The night my mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, passed from this world to the next. There were 2 pistols, and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifique's test. Test? In his last years, Magnifique Gramarye worked us to the bone. No, to the pain. But that night, I could not shoot him. So I shot the clown's forehead instead. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Take this. I give my art to you, Zack. What? Yes, thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack. Though I would not have my minded dying by your hand. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. But I thought you might say that. If I went home without shooting anything, what would you have done then? Then, of course, I would have given Valence his chance. If I shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If you or Valent were to shoot me in the head, then I to the darkness would go, and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think? From the earth I rise, to the earth I one day will return. Yet this ending, too, gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zack. And I am sorry. I have done much that was wrong in my day. Why's my phone going off? Seems to me that Magnifi wanted you to be a successor all along. That is why the time he gave you was earlier than Valence. Perhaps. But it is not something that we will ever know for sure now. I wonder, what is Valent up to these days? Waiting for you to die. If 7 years pass like this, the performance rights go to him. Ah. And now here I am, and his dream is ended. It is worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know. What? You don't mean to tell me they put the blame for our mentor's death on him? The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zack. There were even rumors that Valent had helped you pull it off. But that's madness. Well, seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated? Even though I am dead? That night, Zack Armory was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveler with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. His confession, to use as I saw fit. To whom it may concern, 7 years have passed, I, Zack Gramarye, murdered my mentor, Magnifi Gramarye. I apologize for the trouble caused by my sudden departure from court, and hereby confess to my crime. Shit. Of course, he'd kill no one. So this was his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Valent Gramarye. I want to see what's here. Well, this is a blast from the distant past. Long time no see, Mr. Valent. 7 years has it been? Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I was back in Maple Syrup Land. I mean, it was nice to go on the trip and like hang out with Ska and like have like a shit ton of fun. But I mean, it's good to be home and have back to like the normal routine. Hopefully one day, and I'd like to hang out with Ska again. But hopefully one day we can just amass a bunch of people. I wouldn't be opposed to going back to the States to meet with everybody. Although it would be hard to get some of our international friends. Actually, nope. Actually, I can't because there's something I wanted to ask you. How's the trip? Bob, how about you come here? Although if I had the money, I would love to go visit Australia. Actually, one of my dream trips is actually going to go is hopefully visiting New Zealand. I'd like to go one day. I've spoken to the press. I have nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. I definitely want to visit a few Canadian peeps. More than welcome here. I'm sure, like, if you have a bunch of Canadian friends, I'm sure a bunch of us would like hook, so you don't have to go paying for a hotel, just hook you up with a house. Like, I'll loan you my couch or whatever. Actually, my usual go-to is if I have a friend coming over from a long distance away, I sleep on the couch, they sleep in my bed. Of course, with like clean sheets and everything. Probably about a 1 or 2K trip. Then start saving, buckaroo. Sorry. But then I realized I needed to hear it from you. I have walked a difficult road these past 7 years. Because you couldn't perform Magnifie's repertoire? Do not be deceived. Violent skill is the real deal. I did not require my mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way. That grammary. Hear me out, Japan trip? I would love to go to Japan one day. Yeah, we can go see like a Hatsune Miku concert or something. If I'm doing like a huge international trip like that, I would want at least 2 weeks. Just to be able to see and do everything. My one thing that I would love to go and see over there, well, 3 things. 1, get a lot of the street food, because apparently Japan has some really good street food. 2, find some Xenoblade stuff, because I'm a fucking Xenoblade nerd. And 3, I would like to go visit like a lot of the like super high-end like Japanese game studios. Nintendo, Monolith Soft, Sega, all that kind of stuff. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Or so I thought. Yes, I would love to go to the Poké Center as well. Like I said, if this would be like a 2-week thing, and I would need to save up a shit ton. But I have other dreams I want to finish in the meantime. Namely, being able to pay off debts and to go skydiving. Because that's something I'd like to do before. It's on my bucket list. Being able to say that a homebody like me, like I'm not, like I'm very much a homebody, I'll say that much. But being able to do like something amazing like skydiving and say I actually had the courage to go through with it, that's something I want to do. Here in Canada, to do the skydiving and have like a video of it is approximately $700. So hopefully next year, hopefully, crossed fingers, I have enough money saved up and go skydiving. I don't know how much it is here. You should search it up. Probably a lot of skydiving places. Zach Gramery murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you? I remember if it were true only yesterday. Yet, that was not the way of it, in the end. For while he vanished, the suspicions on my own person never did. His partner Zach vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies of a press said. I had no idea. $100 to $450? Shit. Is that with like any media packages? Because I know a lot of places, well, here, charge extra if they're filming you on the descent. Which I would want a copy of, personally. Because it's only like 300? 350? Shit, Bob. You might be able to do it earlier than any of us. See, the thing is, like, I need to do it soonish while I'm still under the weight limit. I managed to drop below it last month, or the month before. So now it's only a matter of time to save up money, and then actually yeet myself out of a fucking plane. Yeah, that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. Oh, see, the thing with mine is that the jump course is included. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillain distraction. And here I must stand, smiling at them all. What am I, if not a player in some fiendish farce? Might I suggest because you never made it clear what happened? McNavee's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here to get the answer from you. I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. It sounds an awful lot like something I heard 7 years ago. Alright, let's crack this nut job. Ask what you will get nothing from me. I'm much a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. For 7 long years I have endured.
Always pleased to meet new friends.
Francisco Von Karma, thank you so much for becoming a bonfire buddy. Thanks. I'm worried. Very worried. Oops. What do you say? Now finally, the curtain lifts on my new golden age. All the miracles of our troop, within my grasp. How are you doing, Francisco? Sorry to do this, Valance. But right now, I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Valance, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. What am I dropping on him? Where's the... Oh no, he has it. Fuck. As Shady Smith has the fuck. Why are you investigating people in multiple dimensions? Because this game is strange. And also fun. Alright, and what might that be? I see it bears the Grammary seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner. But I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comeback quite so fast. What did you think of the tool I sent you last night? I don't remember. Let me double check. Oh, yes, I did see that. I haven't used it much. That actually does really help. Thank you. What is this? A document showing the true recipients of the performance rights to Magnifi's miracles. What? Zach Gromery. He wrote this? Been using another construction site as a lifesaver? Which one? The starport? What? He passed everything to his daughter? Lucy Enigmar. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Preposterous. Zach is gone. Vanished into the void. This is the genuine article. Zach was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. Ugh. Why? Why does fate toy with me so? Why am I getting pinged on Discord? Oh, you're at Magi Holdings right now? Yeah. I appreciate that. Hopefully by the time we get it finished, we can move on to the next down the chain. Why? Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived in thrall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he shot Magnifi. Yes, it was Zach. It was. Then he left, and my career as a magician fell into darkness. Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say if you could prove Zach Gromery shot Magnifi? Was that why you testified? Yes, my way out. It should have been my way out. My second monitor is just for... Oh, okay. Let me know if you want a colony down the chain. The only one I want is Omega Fornicus. Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Valiant. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnifi Gromery? I believe that I have the answers to your prayers right here. Zach Gromery wrote one more thing before passing on. This is a confession, in which he admits to the killing of Magnifi Gromery. See? All according to your plan. I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems the tables have turned. Now I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself. Zach wrote this right in front of me, after I explained your situation to him. Alakazoo. You do know that this is a confession is nothing but lies. Yes. It's my opinion that that Zach Gromery killed no one. Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. You received instructions to kill. If one is innocent, then the one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot Magnifi Gromery in the forehead? If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. You can finally rest. Now you just need to suffer through Season 9. Which, unless there's something good in that, I'm probably not going to be touching it that much. Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. I needed my mentor Magnifie's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed a hold of me. I knew it. So Valiant Gramarye did kill the great Magnifie. Yeah. Yeah, so sorry, Mr. Wright. But it was not I who shot my mentor. What? What if it wasn't you? Then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Another disciple? Such as? I don't know. Knack and talent Gramarye, maybe? Your wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zack and Valent received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person could have fired that pistol that night. I don't suppose you figured it out by now. But wasn't Zack or Valent who shot Magnifie? Then it had to be the only other person at the scene, which means... Wait, the only other person? It couldn't have been Thalassa, I think. Wait. You don't mean... Yes. The great Oh, shit. The great Magnifie Gramarye himself. So Magnifie Gramarye committed suicide? You find it hard to believe? To be honest, I hadn't even imagined it as a possibility. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him. But when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you spoke with Magnifie Gramarye? Yes. And this is why I knew what he had done. Magnifie transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, Zack Gramarye, not me. I see. I guess I owe you an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Is Valiant Gramarye confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder? You see, I knew that the 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners. It was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnifie's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands? Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. A little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon. Let me confess. I had intended to shoot Magnifie. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night, I prepared something before going to Magnifie's hospital room. Which was? IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. If Zack did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then, I would use the IV liquid to replace the murder, or to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then Magnifie called me back. I am sorry, Valent. I'm giving my magic to Zack, not you. You still lock the jaw he has. Please, help him if you can. I left the room. And then I stopped. The shock of what I'd just been told consumed me. That was when I heard that fateful gunshot. Magnific Grammary, killing himself. And the demon awoke anew within me. Zack killed him. He was the one. Frame him and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints. Then I used the syringe to add the IV liquid I brought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnific died and you framed Zack for his murder. As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? You believe my story? Can it be believed truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but yes? I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valent. Thank you. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're gonna turn yourself in? My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. Zack Grammary was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived? What do you mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realize that no. We never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. Her? The mind races and the mouth flops on. My apologies. Forget this matter. I can only hope that that the day will come when I again meet my partner, Zack Grammary. Then, I shall apologize for my terrible mistake. I am glad we finally had this chance to talk. Thank you. Shit. Zack Grammary, Shady Smith. Whichever name you prefer, he is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver, and the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good. And it would involve paying that man a visit. The last of it. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied. I see. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well... Could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. My apologies to the guard. But there's something I need to see. There it is. The yellow envelope. The sender is Drumisham. I was right. When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at the crime scene. This is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote. Then there's something I need to do. The last thing I need to do, in fact. Here goes. Let's see if this Atroquinine spray finds anything. Yep, there it goes. So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was a stamp, all right. No mistake in it. And his last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. The interview request came like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swore on my life I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell and put on my daughter. I'll write later with a report. Gotcha. Finally, decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar in jail? Gavin, I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. Damn! My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Farrah Mishram hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of Atroquinine poisoning. But it never hurts to hope. Elohim. What are you kitty doing? Hello, fat shit. Good Elohim. What a good gentle boy. I'm purring, guys. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right. Wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? Ellie missed you during the Rage River weekend? He actually did. I got home and I sat down in bed, and almost instantly he sat on my lap and just started purring. According to my mom, he coddled her all weekend. Made sure she was okay. Nothing wrong with her, mind you, just Elohim was worried. Cat's best friend gone. Cat gets worried. I love my little boy. He is the best cat a guy could ask for. Sorry, I got a little bit teary-eyed. Or to where he went to a strange place called America. Yeah. But you know what I brought back? Cans of tuna. And you know what Elohim loves? Tuna. And bacon. It's private. Oh, sorry. Forgot I had it. Many thanks. It was a camera this whole time. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Yeah, go eat Firefall, please. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. Alright. Let's raid out. Yeah, Willow's on. We'll raid Willow. Anyways. Oh. Magical raid. Because why not? Anyways. Take care of yourselves, guys, and have a good one, alright? Good night.